Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Anne, also known as Fan of Life, and today we are going to talk about The Photograph, the movie I saw this past weekend, well, a few days ago. Today's Monday, and you guys, so this is full of spoilers. Me and Carson went to go see The Photograph, and I am here to do a little review on The Photograph, so this is of course going to be full of spoilers. If you don't want to know what happened and you want to go out and see it, then you probably want to pause, save this video, go ahead and like it because it's going to be good, and come back after you've seen the movie. But if you don't care for spoilers, I'm going to give you a little bit of here, a little bit there. I'm not going to tell you the entire movie because it's kind of like, why then you would want to see the movie? But even though you should still see the movie because it's an amazing, beautiful movie about love. So diving into the movie, this is not my, I am new to Stella Meghie's work. She wrote and directed this movie. I'm not familiar with her. Maybe I've seen something by her before, but not familiar with the name. But I love how this movie, first of all, going to the location, I love how it was shot in New York, and I love how it was shot in New Orleans. I love the cast in the movie, from the people who played the friends of the leading roles. I have some names I've written down because I'm not too familiar with all the names, to be honest with y'all. But aside from Lakeith and Issa, who of course had amazing, strong Black leads and really showed a different side of them in this movie. I've never seen Issa play more of a bit of a serious role with a little bit of comedy to it. I love it. She's phenomenal. I mean, this is an Issa Rae stan account, so I mean, I am going to give honest critique, but I think in this movie, I believe in this movie, she did an amazing job. And pause, since I'm talking about Issa. Girl, your hairstyle. Was it Felicia? Felicia, was that you? Was that you, Felicia? Was that Felicia Leatherwood? Because I need to know. I'm going to go ahead and just Google it and find out who did Issa's hair, and also what kind of hair is that. Because baby, the way the hair blended, if I had some hair like that, you could not tell me nothing ever. I don't know what kind of bundles, I don't know what country, but that hair is beautiful. And the entire cast hair, but I'm just obsessed with Issa Rae's hair, of course. The woman who played May's mother, Christine. So this is the person, Shantae Adams, did an amazing job. She's a very beautiful woman. I'm not sure this is her breakout role, but I would love to see her in more projects and more movies or TV shows. She's, I mean, beyond the beauty, she is an amazing actor. Like, I want to see more projects, and I'm glad that that this movie introduced me to her. Now, Isaac, who is played by two characters, one in the past, one in the future. Isaac is basically, spoiler alert, Issa / May father. He was played, the younger version of him is played by Yilan Noel. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right. Yilan, if you've seen him before, he is on Insecure. I forgot the name of the person he plays on Insecure, but basically Issa's bounce back boo, I guess. But also Rob Morgan plays Isaac in the future as he aged and got older, and he still ended up staying in New Orleans. Now, there is this one character on there, I'm not sure her name, but she's Christine's friend when she was younger, who basically told her that her mom passed. Her name, I believe, is Joaquin Hollis. She is gorgeous, and she looks like Chanel Iman or Iman. She's married now, so her last name is probably different, but you know, probably movie. Let me get back into the movie instead of breaking these characters down. The story. So basically what The Photograph is about, I mean, there's so much of a conversation you can have about this movie, but basically The Photograph is about the Keith character who plays, I forgot Lee's character, who plays Michael. Yes. So the Keith character who plays Michael is a reporter, and he found these photographs, and he interviewed who comes to be later on May's father. And these photographs bring them together into a love story, and the movie focuses on the main two characters, May and Michael, and not too much on the mom and the dad's relationship. um, it's and I find it interesting how they don't focus on that relationship as much, but they focus on more of the present relationship, which makes sense because you can't really change what happened in the past. Also sense because the mother passed away, and you know, it's a story that could be told in another movie. Am I asking for a sequel now? Not necessarily, but if another movie like this comes out, like a sequel to it, I would definitely watch it. But going back to what I was saying, so basically, Issa, I keep saying Issa, May finds these photographs of her mother in this letter that she gave her right before she passed. And her mother was just not as open when it came to love. And what you're seeing in the movie is that she is more of a practical person. Of course, in the movie, they end up falling in love. And before they even fell in love, he told her that, you know, I don't know where this is going to go, but I do want to let you know that I applied in a job to London. And he lets her know that beforehand, before like they're like all into everything. And what I like about this movie is that there's not a lot of chasing going on. It's like, I'm direct with you. You know, I do want to get to know you. I am interested in you. I'm not talking to anybody else, which is different because in this time that we are living in, the dating culture is a little bit, to be honest with you. The dating culture is kind of like, I'm going to talk to multiple people. I'm going to date multiple people. I'm going to sleep around with multiple people. I mean, it's not my life, not my cup of tea, not my lifestyle, but I just like how this love story is simple. It's very more mature than what you see on TV. There's not a lot of arguing, yelling, or anger or resentment. It's more of like, we two grown people, we like each other. We want to be involved with each other's lives. We want to create something, a love of our own. So let's do it, you know? And the movie, I can't say it's mainly about May's character because it's about both characters. But what I like, and another theme that comes into the movie, is that she keeps saying, I'm just like my mom, or I don't want to be like my mother. And her father-in-law, who basically raised her, is like, you're not like your mother. And after she reads her letter, she reads her father's letter, which didn't have her father's name on it because, going back a little bit, her father gave her two letters. One had her name on it, and the other letter didn't have a name on it. But her mom told her to give this letter to your father. And it's interesting because it says, told me to give this letter to my father, but it's not addressed to the father that I knew growing up. So after she read her letter, she found out that, oh my gosh, my father is not really my father. My real father is in New Orleans. So there you go. Tongue twister. But I kind of expected that because in the first scene, he had pictures of Christine, May's mother, and I was like, this is kind of weird. So, but as the story goes, it starts clicking. You start seeing, okay, that makes sense. That goes with that. I love the story. I love the writing. I think it's phenomenal. This movie reminds me a lot of Love Jones. The music, oh my gosh. The music was composed by Robert Glasper. If you don't know who Robert Glasper is, go ahead and pull out your computer. Go on YouTube. This man is an amazing artist. He's the type of artist who plays instruments. He's a producer. He does it all, and he's phenomenal. My boyfriend put me onto him because when my boyfriend met me, I was a little ratchet. You know, I love ratchet. I just love ratchet music. When I met my boyfriend, I was in college, so I listened to whatever music I was listening to when I went to clubs or on my way to clubs. I was a Migos girl. I mean, I'm not much of a Migos girl anymore because the music is kind of like the same now. But he put me onto Robert Glasper. I'm like, wow, this is a really good artist. And ever since, I'm not an avid listener to Robert Glasper, but Robert Glasper is definitely an amazing composer and artist. He's really dope. That's what I'll say. I'll say definitely check it out. What I love about the music is that the jazz elements, the new era of R&B, I would say, is infused into this movie. And this movie not necessarily reflects the time, but it tells a love story for our generation in a different way. And I love the approach. It's not complicated. It's not messy. It's not dragged out. It's just like two people. I'm interested in you, I have feelings for you, and I want to get to know you. And without going too much into the movie, besides talking about Issa Rae hair, girl, your hair, like, do they sell those in bundles? Like, can I get it? Like, is it affordable? Like, where can I buy this hair? Because I need this hair. Like, I need this hair. Like, you see, like, okay, my edges are not laid, but I need that hair, okay? And a 1B, please. Okay, like not jet black, but like a 1B, you know, I need that hair. But oh my, overall, I give the movie a 4.5. Besides the cinematography, the music, the actors, the script, the movie was amazing, beautiful, phenomenal. I definitely want to watch it again. It's a great movie to go out with your friends to watch, or when it comes out on DVD or like on Netflix or something. It's definitely like a good movie to like get the popcorn, get the pajamas, and just watch the movie together and just be like, oh my gosh, can love be this simple? And honestly, the answer for me personally is yes. If you find somebody who knows what they want, then it can be that easy, but overall it'll still be a process. Okay, what else? As I mentioned before, Stella Meghie wrote and directed this film. She did an amazing job. I now want to find out what other movies that she created. The writing is amazing. A lot of people say the movie's a bit too slow, but it's not necessarily a comedy, and it's not a rom-com, which is a comedy and a romance movie. It is a movie about romance, and when it's romance, it's not necessarily a fast pace. It's slow. The music makes you just feel like, wow, they're falling in love. The music, Robert Glasper did that in that movie. Like he really did. Yeah, I would definitely recommend watching the movie. Go out into the photograph. Go ahead and take your friends with you. Don't listen to what people on the internet is saying. Give the movie a chance and form your own opinion. It's not like Insecure. Issa Rae did not write this movie. It's a different approach to love, and Black love to be exact. And I'm in love with it. I love the movie. Stella Meghie, you did your thing. Can't wait to see more projects by you. Again, you guys see the photograph. And to end this video, let's continue the conversation in the comments, of course. Did you see the movie? What did you like about the movie? And if you did see the movie and didn't like it, what did you not like about the movie? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. But if you see the movie and you liked it and you like this video, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Peace.